Beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the court of the Edijester, good people, once more. It's great to be speaking with you. Do me a favour, subscribe, like, share, do the usual. If you can buy me a coffee, do join my Substack, or alternatively, inquire about being a warrior teacher. Everything it is in the doobries. Here, let's talk research. Let's talk science. Let's talk funding. Let's talk higher education. Is there anybody that does not yet recognise the danger of EDI to us? The fact that EDI and DEI practiced in the workplace by employers, but mostly by the public sector and the HE and charity sectors, because business is beginning to get it. Business will kick its ass and get rid of it. The others are unlikely to do so without us making lots of noise. My main problem with it is the damage it causes to women, children, and gay people, because of the fact that it deals in a kind of disgusting reverse discrimination and a moral and crucially cultural relativism, in which all cultures are equal. And it's just nonsense, essentially, EDI and DEI. It has what's called psychosocial events, such as, what is it now? Unconscious bias, social emotional learning, understanding whiteness, fat study, all the rubbish that comes with it. This particular problem is set to get much, much worse. Now, I have here a thread on the Twitters from Edijester, which I've got on the screen there for you, who is writing on the 4th of May about the concerns around Research England. Now, Research England, first of all, is the main body responsible for providing funding to English universities for research and knowledge exchange. And it has published its new Equality, Diversity and Inclusion, or EDI, action plan. It's quite something, says Edijester. This is a thread that he's put together here for us, as you can see. The action plan is clear about the ultimate vision of Research England. A diverse, it just makes me want to throw up, a diverse and inclusive research and knowledge exchange system, embedding EDI practices, promote diversity and inclusivity. Now, EDI, DEI, despite what some people warble on about, is an unbelievably dangerous concept that has no place in our society. It is utter nonsense of the first order, and it's caused all the problems we're seeing now around race, around gender, around sexuality. It has enabled the horrific medical experimentation that's been going on under the banner of trans, and it is causing division and balkanization in our society. Of that, I'm in no doubt. Is there anybody that still doubts that? I'd like to know. Tell me in the doobries, as I'm sure you will. So this is what it's saying it's going to do. But what's missing? Well, a commitment to excellence, quality, or merit. They're going to flatten everything. So it's about equity, isn't it, really? They're just hiding it. They're just hiding or trying to. UKRI, which is the United Kingdom's research and innovation folk, I think, they're responsible for something like 7.9 billion of our money going to universities and places. They were both established in 2017 with a vision that was in the higher education bill, with a vision of pushing the frontiers of human knowledge and fund excellent research. The EDI action report seems to be a decision to take money away from research and ring fence it for EDI. That's right. Now, I think they've said that amount of funding will be 20%, but I'm quite happy to be put right about that. I'm not sure why. When you've had a conversation with somebody and you can't remember where it came from, but I think it's going to be 1/4 of funding is going to go to EDI. So essentially, 1/4 of funding is going to go to insane hard left and neoliberal ideas. Blah blah blah. Really? Okay, great. I imagine people are clapping along now. Yeah, more of this crap to come. It's going to be fab, folks. You can trust the people at UKRI. God, they are absolutely execrable. Now, one of the action points, there's a picture there of Sir Mark Walport, who shares his vision for UK research and innovation. What are you doing, Mark? One of the action points of the plan is to undertake a new pilot exercise. To undertake a new pilot exercise to monitor how future RAF funding, about 2 billion per year, will be used to further EDI objective and outcomes. What for? So we've got a huge bureaucracy coming. that is going to manage to make sure, hang on a minute, that person there's done better than this person here, you better do something about it. These outcomes that are different, can't stand. Oh, yep, right, okay, yep, comrade. Utter nonsense. Other actions include embedding EDI across the sector. I've got the link to the tweet so you can go and have a look at the sort of thing that's going on. But let's just maximize two. Let's see what's going on in reality. Objective descriptions to further develop the EDI confidence and capabilities of researching and staff as our workplace culture and well-being. It just makes you want to vomit. I hear it all now. Well, it's well-being and mindfulness. I go, like a cat that's sniffing somebody's foot. Increase EDI confidence among staff through the provision of an accessible resource hub on Research England's intranet. So this is going to pay people to write about EDI. This is absolutely bonkers, right? Utterly bonkers. Article Action 5 will explore how Research England and Office for Students can maximise the impact of the postgraduate research programme to bring about systemic changes in the sector and in our own practices. This is critical social justice writ large. I've written to this bunch of loonies, sent them a plan, never even bothered to respond. Research England aims to support the embedding of change within the pilot project, bearing in mind funding constraints. We will identify good practice and barriers to successful wider sharing, scaling adoption of approaches within the sector. We will promote strategic collaboration to embed equality, diversity and inclusion across the sector and aim to improve access and participation for underrepresented Black, Asian and minority ethnic groups. Oh, right, okay, great. So we're all about equality, except for this group that we want to do more for. All right, we know what you are. The success measures of the last action is the same as the action itself. In other words, they can't fail. Right? So the success measure they're saying is here, increased consideration of EDI in relation to matters considered at Research England's decision-making meetings. In other words, that's their success measure is the fact that they're doing what they're doing. They can't fail. The chair of the EDI expert advisory group that helped develop this EDI action plan is Dr. Aaron Verma. His website describes him as a leading figure in implementing and integrating inclusion, impact, and intersectionality. And then we've got here a link saying, do take a look at it, which you can do. You can go have a look at Dr. Aaron Verma. The deputy chair of the same group is Dr. Lexi Webster. Webster's recent papers include below, here we go, We Are Detective, Transvestigations, Conspiracy and Inauthenticity in Gender-Critical Social Media Discourses. Transvestigations. 7.9 billion of our money they've got. Women-hating swine, that's what I see them as. What else we got here? Here's another one. Right, Lexi Webster's another one. An academic freedom and transphobia in the UK higher education, two sides of the same coin. In other words, academic freedom, like the work done by Joe Phoenix, Kathleen Stock, and many other academics that we know, are the same side as transphobia. So in other words, what they're saying is to just simply research this stuff makes you transphobia. These people are absolutely insane, and they're going to give them lots and lots of our money. Right, there's a link then to the full EDI action plan, and unrelatedly, here is an article by 29 scientists. Imbuing science with ideology harms the scientific enterprise and leads to a loss of public trust. If we continue to undermine merit, our universities will become institutes of mediocrity. They've got trans activists at the heart of this, and they're going to give them billions, not millions, billions of pounds to spread their bile, to spread their mad belief systems, to spread their sex mimic crimes right across the board. But hey, folks, nothing to see here. It's just me being my usual hyperbolic self. And on that note, I'll leave you to it. Bye-bye. Do try and have a fun day.